Hello, Steve White, Steve White 39. Well, Sesame Street is in trouble again. The right wing are upset because they're introducing a new Muppet. They're introducing their first Asian American Muppet. Her name is Jai Young. She's a Korean American, 7-year-old who loves playing electric guitar and skateboarding. She will make her debut next week in a special episode which is going to air, I think, November 25th, which I think is Thanksgiving in America. It's on HBO, and it's going to have Simu Lee, who's going to introduce her, and the puppeteer is actually an Asian American who has been with the Sesame Street crew for a while, and I think it's about time. I'm kind of surprised that 52 years the Muppets has been on TV and they haven't had an Asian American Muppet. I mean, they had a black Muppet back in the 70s, and they've got 2 more now. So I'm like, really? But I don't know. I mean, the Muppets weren't really supposed to be representative of different races, I think, so I don't really think it was a big pressing sort of need for them to sort of have different races and that on the show. So that's kind of why they had like different race people. So the Muppets sort of weren't specifically, but then they did have examples here and there. So I guess, I don't know why they wouldn't have had an Asian Muppet. I'm really surprised that 52 years and they're finally getting their first Asian American Muppet. But yeah, so they're bringing her on, of course, to try and educate people and counter, I mean, how did they put it? She will also play a role in countering anti-Asian bias and harassment at a time of heightened awareness around the issue. So she won't just be a small character on that special, she'll be a regular on the show from now on. And we're making a whole bunch of segments and scenes and that with her, so I guess they'll be airing, and then they'll just go into rotation with all the others, I guess, after a while. But I'm really happy about this. I'm glad Simu Liu is going to be popping up. I mean, having our very own Shang-Chi on Sesame Street is pretty cool. But I just can't believe people are upset about it. I mean, I can, because they have to be upset about it, because that's what they do. That they can't allow Americans to actually pay attention to the actual problems and look at the situation they're in with the political system and the financial systems in America, and actually talk about real issues and actually have people deal with them. They want to focus on this culture war stuff they're all being fed, which just keeps them distracted. And the Muppets, I mean, of course, they of course they're making a deal out of it. I don't think it's many of the bigger right-wing people. Like, I heard a couple of people named I didn't actually recognise myself, but there are people saying this is outrageous, how dare they. I'm like, I know they need to say something about it, they need to have an issue, but what issue can you have with an Asian American Muppet? You've had black Muppets, you've got Muppets of all other colours, literally Muppets are animals and monsters and people and all different things. So how can you justify? I can't. I don't know. I just love the fact that Simu Liu's going to be introducing her and he's going to be on the show, and I just can't see anything bad coming from it. And I'm not surprised that some right wing people are upset about it and carrying on about it, like they were with Big Bird getting the COVID shot. They just don't want children to be exposed to like reality and diversity, and just they want to focus on cultural war issues like this instead of real world issues, and actually, because they don't want anything to get solved or resolved, and that sure isn't going to happen if they're not focusing on it. And they're focusing on issues like Big Bird and, you know, an Asian American Muppet. My God, oh, the horror. I mean, God, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I just had to say something about that. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. I don't watch Sesame Street, obviously. I'm an adult, I don't have children, I know how to read, but I do occasionally catch it on TV, and it's hard not to watch at least the segment through that's on. So I kind of want to see how they handle her and what they do with her and that, but I don't know, it's just it's a little disappointing that people would actually make a deal out of this, but it's not surprising either. And, you know, I'm going to go. Bye.